The channel's getting banned, man.
Yeah, too bad.
Yeah, if this stream goes down, sabotage.
No guns.
All right, well, it looks like, okay, we finally got our technical issues sorted. We are a minute away from going in. What do you think is going to happen in this first game? Who do you think is going to come out?
It all depends on who gets the flare gun. I mean, that thing is OP right now, guy. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
Have you guys used that yet? Custom games?
I have.
Just don't point at your
I actually just want to see where the circle goes. Well, they talked about the teams, but where the hell does this circle go? Like,
I think a military circle would be a nice, refreshing change of pace and ruin everybody's
Things that
day.
I'd never thought I'd hear in competitive PUBG.
I want all military circles all the time.
I want a bridge fight. I want a bridge fight, but everyone jumps in the water, so we never get a bridge fight.
Now, just a standard issue military circle where they're fighting in the barrels and stuff. Just something to put pressure on everybody.
You know what I want? I want a school.
And
School?
15 seconds.
Lothar.
I want to know, analyst, where's your
well,
favorite circle?
Never mind.
Favorite circle? I would say is
circle.
Milta.
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 Yeah. My favorite circle.
That makes a lot of sense.
We're back to
Not the
pause
city,
again, so we get
just
to
the
talk. We
area.
get to talk a little bit more. My favorite circle. We had a PC crash. It sounds
Are
like
you
so.
actually pointing to Zaki?
My favorite circle are these North George circles. I love these. Just like right in here. I love the cliff
Do you like
play.
vanilla
I love the
ice cream too, or
no? Well, yes, but you know, it's like. What's wrong with it?
Butterscotch ice
look,
cream.
you have the
Yeah.
cliffs. The cliffs keep you from being able to play the water. Really, you have a couple of decent compounds, but mostly it's a lot of hills. It's a lot of terrain to play around. You have the wide open fields. You have people possibly coming out of North Georgia. I think it has everything. I love that circles. And plus, it's all the way in the north, freaking west, so everybody has transition difficulties.
You know the best circle?
Stauber?
No.
Okay.
West of school. I always love the areas coming just south of
By the
ruins.
ruins?
You got so many, you got
The
so many
hills.
different elevations.
I like the
you've got.
ruined circles too.
Yeah, like it's
Just as
so
long as it stays
intense.
away from the river, like if it comes down to like the last little ruins area.
Screw Watertown. Like you don't want to go anywhere near Watertown, but we're pushing it closer towards Pachinki. You're just sitting in that perfect little spot. Like open areas, playing the cars, playing the positions, and that nice little big hill just southeast of ruins.
Am I the only one that actually calls it Venetia?
What?
Venice, you know.
Venice.
Venice.
No, some
Venice.
people do call
Well,
it
maybe
Venice.
we're all mouth breathing like North Americans, well, except for Toby. But
Well, Watertown.
It's about breeding Australian. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's called Down Under.
Oh.
Down under.
I
What
think
is
is
this
it not like Watertown? I think is the most.
Shrekland.
I mean,
that's
It's
easy.
Shrek is over
is
here
here.
somewhere.
What the hell are you
Shrekland
talking
is swamp. I also knew it as Atlantis. Atlantis was the first name I
There's
heard for
a
it.
gun-toting lady just guarding all the teams.
I mean, I don't want to be this guy, but wouldn't you be a little nervous?
Is this distracting? Is this distracting at all?
I hope not.
if you don't win?
Hopefully,
Back to the prison.
Yeah, so we're now playing elimination
prison.
mode,
Oh.
but
We're
the
united
prize is
waiting.
high.
Single elimination, yeah.
Guys,
no remakes.
40-second question here.
okay.
8-man
you out.
squads.
8-man squads.
Is that the new PUBG competitive mode?
No.
For sure, man. For sure.
No.
Think.
No.
I'll say one word. Ready? Secret FaZe Clan. Just
Okay, that's not
combine
one
the
word.
teams.
Combine.
Combine the 4-man squads into an 8-man power squad. That's not a good.
Team Secret and FaZe Clan, so
Yeah.
that would be good for 7th place.
Okay, great.
You're literally just cutting the middle between them on the points. Is that where you're going with this?
Guys, slight off topic though. But before we start the game, I would really love to see not a team from top 5 to win it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You want to pick somebody from 6 or 7?
I want
would
to see someone else.
I would
winning
actually like
it.
to see a Korean team win this tournament.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie.
It
I think that would be
great for the country.
100%.
Great for the people.
Yeah, they don't have enough
great for the
esports
story.
victories over there yet.
Because if they do win,
It's time.
if they won a
It's time.
first-person
We're in.
tournament, oh, we did it.
We're going.
Hey!
I wanted
Here
to
we
keep
go into
talking.
game one.
Plane.
I bet the whole chat wanted us to keep talking too.
Oh, bye everyone.
Oh, yes.
You're
Bye.
going to say goodbye to us.
Oh.
Rude bastards. Slack is muted. Slack actually got muted as he was trying to
Thanks,
speak at
guys.
the very end. Thanks, production. You have done what everyone else never could. All right, the drops are coming. Let's watch. Let's see where anyone... Are we seeing any changes? Anything different? Anything unusual? Right now, no.
No, really not. I mean, this is a standard issue playing path over Milta, over Georgia Bowl. Everyone's going to get to where they want to go. I don't think that we're going to see too much of a shakeup in the first game. It looks like TM is going to head back
Are
there.
these MVP players dropping really early? Like most of the MVP players, they go very, very long to Pollyanna, but
maybe dropping for
yeah,
a vehicle.
they got a car.
Yeah, they drop for a vehicle. So we've seen this happen with MVP in the past. I believe they ran over FaZe in one of the earlier games as well. So it looks like they've just jacked a vehicle from Vitality.
LGD is going to be on the perfect road if they go that way, but no, they're headed up the hill. That's actually a horrible hill to drive up.
Knock them all down like bowling pins or something like that. That would be awesome.
Just like, hey, look, guys, I got kills.
LGD, everybody having their long drops ahead of them.
TJW is just itching for a bruising with that car from Mixie.
Yeah, they had to race for it. You see that all the time. TJW obviously trying to land for the vehicle that Mixie stole.
Isn't that the easy kills, the chase?
I think he's just naked. Just naked running around.
Well, it's camouflage.
Yeah. No better camouflage than being completely naked. That's what I always say.
Yeah. All my player unknowns coat.
I've been banned from a lot of malls for that reason.
I did not know this before I got you as a co-caster. Can I bail? Can I bail?
Oh, look at that
back out to
circle.
lobby. We're going northwest, everybody. Not fully northwest, however, but it will encompass Georgia Paul, the school, and most of Entis's area for control. This is nicer for Groovy, who are also still dropping and still driving out. They haven't actually gone all the way to Primorsk, but they're very split up. Maybe this time they want to hold bullets.
Yeah, and we'll see if Secret wants to bet on water again. Looks like Groovy's already found themselves a boat. So don't bet on water, Team Secret.
I'm fairly certain SSG's going to have something to say about that if they were to try and drive past them once more.
Well, SSG talking a big game in the pre-show there about how they're going to change things up, but they are exactly where it's the exact same thing we've seen from them every game so far. So
well, looks like EU and MVP are already found each other. It's Geis getting a lot of shots into easy peasy, man, but with the house's cover, he'll need to get a long-range shot to knock anybody out of this car for MVP.
MVP, I don't think has picked up anything other than a shotgun in the vehicle they're driving, so still looking for that initial loot spot. We've seen this from some of these teams who prefer the northern end of the map with these low and slow plane paths. They have not been able to get to Yasnaya, but they're nearly there. United very split up among the prison and mansion area, LGD there. But for now, it's going to be a matter of teams like Entis. This is where they have to try and capitalize on a circle that favors them.
Well, can they actually push up, too? Like, you got Kingwin and Snake who are going to be battling now pretty soon in southern Georgia Paul. You've still got the hospital up on the hill. Entis, do you shift up? Do you try and take the middle of the map, which currently it's like smack bang in the middle is that hospital? Yeah, or is hospital just a crap place to fight
hospital is a good place to hold, but more so the hill to the right of the hospital or to the east of the hospital is a little bit better.
Okay.
You have warehouses.
You don't feel that's a little too exposed? Because there's no trees, there's not many rocks that I really fight from.
Later game, it's better. The hospital is difficult because there's only one way in and out. That fence around the hospital prevents you from vaulting. You can't really get in or out of it very easily.
Yeah.
So
it's like 2 access points, right?
I think there may be one at the back, one at the front, but it's just not something you want to do. I believe that somewhere along these area where Kingwin's at, if you were going to hold any one spot, it would be there. But that's one man's opinion anyway.
That's all right. That's the reason why we can watch all the other videos which are out there. I know. I've been watching Wacky Jackie sitting inside the chat watching a lot of this stuff.
How dare you say his name here?
Why?
No, Wacky's a good guy.
I like his stuff. I like his stuff.
He's a good guy.
He's helped me check mechanics.
We've played together in the past. We had a game where we used only the VSS. That would make you happy. So that was a good time.
That would not make me happy at all. Wang going for a bit of a
cruise.
A little bit of a cruise, yeah, but he's coming very close to Entis. There's only one player, however, because Entis are very well split up, so he'll have a couple of random shots at the Wang, but he will not be able to connect. I just love the fact that his name is Wang.
Well, it's Wang 88,
well,
so 88 Wang.
That's that's a better caliber of Wang.
Yeah, it's the larger caliber. So it looks like Entis is going to find themselves still not really interested in aggression just yet, having the motorcycle parked in the garage here, maybe waiting to hold on to this thing for a little while. This is actually a great spot for Christus to hold, and it's one of those situations where you don't want to go too far, but your loot is not going to be great as Wang bounces around out there.
Yeah, he's having the time of his life. Like, we've got Colin McRae over there at the moment. Stay clear of the trees for the moment. As the drop it's actually going to come down in the water northwest, so that's well far away from TSM. No one's
getting that.
Apart from maybe Secret with their boats, will be able to reach this. They haven't gotten boats yet.
Not yet.
Secret are actually staying at the farm. They're remaining very much still. So we're going to start to see a little bit more constriction soon. Every team starts to head east. What are the choke points we look at? and where do people get through? Because when it's Ghost, who's positioned right on top of Pachinki, they've always been able to catch out these teams who are trying to come in a little bit earlier. TSM, can they actually do their run through? Not that they have to in this one, but like the TSM kind of moment. I drive a car through a 4-man team and blow up. Like, how do you avoid that if you're all the Eastern squads?
Well, I mean, in this case, we'll likely see Sun Sister come around the Zarki area, maybe straight through to the choke point around Georgia Pole. But depending on how the thing shifts, we might see Snake hold on to the northern choke point near the Georgia Pole Bridge, just to the east there. But for now, he's just driving around. He's just driving around.
I swear Wang is just wanting everyone to shoot. He's been shot at by E United as well as by Ghost so far. He's getting a lot of information.
Yeah, well, he knows exactly where everybody is, at least for now. But you got to wonder what the game plan is. I don't know if he's looking for a safe spot. He's got decent. He's got, well,
all right,
basically.
We could ignore this crate. No one's ever going to have it, so that M24 will remain unclaimed. Hi! Ships in the night, Vis and Wang.
Sorry, crate. That's too bad. That's an M24 or an OM, I guess. I can't
is it an OM? Yeah, it is an OM.
I think it is an OM with an 8X and a level 3 vest that no one's ever going to get. So
yeah, great.
Looks like Snake is just. I guess he's going to stop here and try and loot this spot. The rest of the squad has all of South George. So.
I actually love these buildings to hold. It's really difficult to escape from it, but your line of sight is very difficult to get approached on when you actually hold that compound.
No, it's a great. It is a great spot, and it's one of the better choke points to hold as well. It's a little bit further from the bridge than the one to the north. But
this don't blow up. I said it as a joke before with TSM driving around in vehicles.
Why did they go all the way? They went all the way around.
Yeah, they are so far away. They are so split, and they're between Entis and everyone else, and they're not even in a car. They're on a bike. So
no meds, no helmet.
Yeah, that's not a cool thing, but it's at least a clean compound next to them.
I'd be really interested to know. They were together when they landed, but they've come all the way around. This is a looted compound. Maybe they might be trying to just get a couple of different options in the center. It looks like that is the game plan. They want a center-based compound, but to execute in this way, they likely left Rari and Break behind to continue looting, but this is where they get into trouble, where the path that they've taken was open when they went there, but if Rari and Break try and replicate that, they might come across someone who's moved into that position or could potentially ambush them.
Well, it's like Geis is licking his wounds for the moment.
If he can get his tongue up that high, he's got a hole in his face.
Yeah, that's he's now going to be the inspiration for the new Avengers movie, Thor with the eye patch.
Yeah.
Like these are the new customizations.
Cooler Thor.
You imagine that, like if you start to release custom items which are based on new movies coming out, a Thor eye patch.
I would spend literally dozens of dollars on something like that.
Shouldn't that actually happen on Pirate Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, International Pirates Day.
A pirate crate is a good idea. You're welcome, Bluehole.
Yeah, we got you.
Invoices in the mail.
Just like I said, customizable underwear.
Sorry,
also
PUBG
needs to
Corp.
be coming sometime. Yeah,
PUBG Corp.
Yeah,
that's something I'm still getting used to.
Yeah, come on, man. You're meant to be a professional. Know this stuff. All right, so FaZe is coming over. For once, FaZe are actually behind LGD. LGD are normally the ones behind everybody else. But this time around, FaZe are the ones driving behind them.
Looks like Vitality, MVP, potentially even OMG are going to be the last ones into the new play zone. Vitality coming in behind LGD is probably one of the better teams they want to be trailing. LGD having a little bit of struggles in the team fighting department. FaZe never struggling in the team fighting department. Whoa, that's Zauku.
Can someone flip my car, please?
He's trying to get some assist there.
It's not going to happen.
Interesting strategy.
Yeah, if it's on the side, at least you can pop the top tire and flip it. But when it's on its roof, you need to hit that thing with some speed.
So LGD continuing on. I don't know where they're going to wind up. Maybe just by where E United is set up.
They wind up with bullets in their butt.
Gatka is actually open still from the looks of it. So
Ghosts have this same hill as yesterday. They take the comms tower.
It works for them. It worked for them fairly well. I mean, if it wasn't for Ruby, yeah. No optics yet for them, but LG having to bail out of a second vehicle.
Entis also have a line. You can see Seongjang. He's trying to find that corner just around the boiler. TJW, there is nowhere safe. He is surrounded on 3 different sides. Balak was pushing him. And, well, Entis actually lose one too, so yeah, Ghost. They get a knockdown on the roof.
First kill.
That was Entis showing themselves out to try and get that kill onto TJW, but Ghost want to secure the first 20 points of today.
Buganau also showing up a little bit late. United now putting some shots onto him. So LGD having a very rough early game here.
That should be a really nice line. Maybe a little bit too far to the left.
It might still do some damage.
Okay, the second and third one look pretty good.
That one looks all right.
He's back behind the rocks. Actually, they were all too
very
short.
Yeah. That vehicle's disabled. He is trapped.
That should be one of the first times we've seen a team take over Gatka.
Well, no, I mean that's a situation where LGD showed up first to Gecko, but United just waltzed right on top of them and now is just picking them apart. There is no support. That nade looks very close.
Bogadino, hide. His teammates actually can't help him. The smoke is blocking the line of sight for LGD. So if United want to try and push down, okay, no, the smoke is going to help him now, but he's in the open field.
Even if he survives, he's just had to burn a bunch of first aid kits, which is not good in the early game. You're going to need those. He should have been bandaging. Really, that's what a lot of teams will do. Is first aid kits being so valuable.
Probably worried it's being pushed. Like EU were looking to come down that hill.
Yeah, that's
like
something.
Just met up and get the hell out of there.
United having a good choke point here. Well, not necessarily a choke, but a good vantage point.
Unlucky number 13 is on the way in.
On the other, yeah. Oh,
actually, they're going up the hill now.
Yeah, they might.
They're going to take the hill.
Yeah, they might go up or around the back. But for United, we've seen Team Liquid hold this compound to great effect in the past. Ghost is split between the radar tower and the adjacent compound next to United. So United needs to start picking up some vehicle kills, but I don't think anyone's going to be stupid enough to drive right under them. Ooh.
Okay, Mountain comes into play. Georgia Paul remains good, and TSM are like, why are we split across the river?
Well, they now have the option to try and rejoin each other, but the path is not clear.
Yeah, I don't think that option doesn't exist. The option is remain inside the circle, at least on the north and south side, and then play at the end.
Well,
that's the only way they'll be able to reach each other.
That's where I get confused as to what the game plan is, because if it was now they wanted to rejoin in the center, or they got lucky either north or south, but they're not really in the center in either section, so. Do they rejoin now? Do they just hold their position? But we'll see what TSM decides to do here. Looks like Rari...
SST have found Tainted Mines as they just try and make their way up the hill. So Mollis, they won't go up. In fact, they go around. That's a lot of chip damage coming into Tainted Mines.
Sun Sister did a lot of damage to the trailing vehicle of Subslayer there. He did take a couple of shots. Looks like they will be able to get away.
They got into crates. Extrude actually went down into the crates.
So Snake must have moved across the street. Yeah, you can see them, number 8 there on your screen.
Yeah, that's that compound we're talking to you about before. Like, really, really good. Impossible to approach, and you'll be able to actually have a shot at any kind of transitions that happen just to the south of the crates.
This is actually a great spot for Snake. They are dead center in the middle of the new play zone. So if they can not get knocked, they've got the meds, well, some meds anyway, but they have decent gear. If they can hold on to this for at least a little while, maybe do some damage to Tainted Minds, Snake might have an opportunity to have a decent game here.
OMG pushing the open field. FaZe actually being approached. LGD,
just
the ones who are already one player down. Mixie for a half a second had a line of sight onto Buganino. And Simba's still in the middle of it too with all these guns popping off. FaZe, they're getting so much information.
What are they doing?
I am not... They're fighting Haxit. So Haxit is on the western side of the compound. And FaZe have to make up their mind. Like, do they want to get into this? Haxit is just hiding inside the yellows. Joker. Ooh. Oh, he's actually outside of it.
He can't
now
take
Buganino, it's a full pincer. Haxit, he has to go inside. He needs friends if he's going to try and survive this one. Hiding in the corner. Pop off the smoke. Buganino, he's got the micro Uzi out. Looking for the push at Haxit. Well, dropped, finished, and the rest of FaZe abandoned him pretty quickly.
Well, there's nothing he could really do to try and defend himself there.
Snake split.
Oh, they just decided to come out and fight.
So they have two in the warehouses and they got 2 in the buildings. But even the buildings, they're in opposite buildings.
I thought they were together there initially. Maybe they were still in the warehouse when we last saw them, but now it's going to be a 2v4 potential here. There's smoke, so they're aware of each other's presence. We'll see how Tainted Minds decides to play this.
Well, if we know how Tainted Minds played it, everything yesterday is wait, and then get surrounded.
You're so critical.
I love the Tainted Mind guys. They're fantastic. But it's the way they're going to do it. Until they actually have a good fight to take, they're going to just play for placement. It's what we expect from everyone. That's okay. I was waiting for the second click, the cook, the nade cook, to try and just pop it over, and no one's in that corner.
Well, he actually didn't make it into the building. It just kind of bounced off the side. So Joshy having the right idea, struggling with the vaulting system currently.
It's leg day, man. It's leg day.
It's hard.
We're going to go to the gym.
Vaulting's hard, dude.
That's what they got to change this into. Warehouses? Nah. Where's my gym? Oh, Snake having one of these players knocked. This is when the split doesn't work well for you, because now Wang has to jump buildings to get over.
What is the game plan?
What's Vitality? Oh boy, it just seems to be a very bad day for LGD. Caught in the open. You can say goodbye to Jalka.
Smack is down as well from TSM. Groovy finding a line onto them. So Groovy has formed around where TSM is on near the coastline. Rari and Break still in North Georgia Pool, so they have decided to stay separated for now.
Monkey trying to find this last kill onto Bucanino. He'll get his first aid off behind the tree. Not much Monkey wants to try and commit to get him out of there because he doesn't have to commit anything unless Bucanino wants to smoke. So just push the high left side, get a better vision advantage. Looks like there's no first aid kit. He's just trying to bandage this out, and there it is.
So Monkey picking up another kill here. LGD, the team fighting not working for them. Simba being held by OMG in another place here.
They're pincered so hard.
Yeah, well, I don't know what, they're just running around in an open field, but regardless, it looks like LGD will be one of the, if not the first team eliminated here, so.
Well, that circle has gone further north as well, so we will continue to push closer towards Georgia Pole. This is a full George circle. We have north, south, crates, and a little bit on the east. So SST are actually in probably the greatest position of all, as they're going to see everyone coming in from the eastern flank. But EU Jimmer, he almost ran right over the top of Zhao, but Vegas, where are these shots? They've got to connect. Vegas, no!
Tony V follows up with the vehicle. But Tony V is taking some damage himself. They were going to lose Jimmer almost guaranteed, but not before Tony V ran line over with his vehicle, but not killing him.
That bullet comes with 4 wheels.
Yeah, no doubt. That level 3 helmet does not protect against a high-velocity buggy, so that's Lion going to get rezzed, Jimmer going to get it finished. But this is good for TSM. This is good for TSM.
This is great for TSM. I'm looking at FaZe's position, however. This is horrendous for them. SSG is already set up. SST is going for their rotation, but MVP, they're on the other side. They've got a perfect line of sight to shoot FaZe, and they are getting wrecked. Snake, actually, yeah. What the hell did that happen to Snake?
All right. Well,
Tainted Minds, all right. Yeah, that'll work. They'll get some loot. They managed to get their push off. 2 kills for Extrude out of it all.
I think Kingwin picked up a couple as well from long distance. I saw someone from Kingwin take down someone from Snake, but FaZe has crashed the choke point, but looks like they got too much pressure from Sun Sister and had to jump into the water. You can see only a little bit of damage on Mollis, so FaZe being forced into the river early here. That is a significant amount of water in the circle. TSM is going to try and rejoin forces. Smack and Vis have made it onto the North George side. So TSM staying 4 strong, and they do have a decent spot in the Georgia Pole apartments, but lots of teams crashing middle now.
Yeah, FaZe are swimming for it. Like, they may actually be able to close the distance with TSM's northern force.
Disabling all the vehicles of some.
I don't think it matters anymore.
SSG. I guess
it really doesn't matter anymore. like you're either going to be swimming or you're going to be bouncing around crates. That's the only way this is going to happen. And Vegas is now being also forced into the water, being watched by Vitality.
I think he actually took down or potentially finished someone from Vitality. Looks like Shadow went down. So now it's going to be SSG, Sun Sister, and Tainted Minds all in the same warehouse area. And it looks like Sun Sister is getting aggressive for SSG, who are kind of trapped in the actual crates themselves.
Goodbye, Aurox. Arutan able to find that kill.
So that's 2 down for Vitality. This is what we were talking about in the early game, or in the pre-show rather, how Vitality only needs to have 1 or 2 bad games, and you know, it's going to be a tough day for them. I wanted you to come closer.
Oh, that's what that was.
And I want you to be close to me.
I'm just like,
I felt like I was pushing you off the table.
No, it wasn't. I just move. I bounce around. That's why we're standing as we do this shit. Okay, so FaZe, how long do you swim for? You got to get out of this. Like, we can have our fun little battles between SSG and SST just to make it the battle of the SS around the Georgia Pole. But you still got Tainted Minds at full strength towards the north, so it looks like Crates is just like where you don't want to go.
Secret did not wind up in boats. They are staying on their vehicles.
No, they found cars. They've been sitting on the southwest side of this circle for so long. They just want to get a nice position, but they're not going to get it. Fiend getting knocked by Groovy. Oh, yeah, okay, actually taken out fully as well.
It's always Groovy and Secret. I don't know how this keeps happening to Secret. Maybe it's the late rotations in vehicles, but Groovy now sensing weakness. They have blood in the water, and Ghost, speaking of being in the water, is literally swimming for crates right now. So
this is Team Secret when they. Oh wait, did Simba just drive almost into Papaya? He's found the water. The last soul surviving. Yeah, he survived from the LGD massacre. Papaya trying to keep up with the blue. He's ticking out too hard, so just keep the legs pumping. He'll make the rocks. Simba makes the water, and this is now a full positional play for the LGD Soul Survivor.
You know,
and Groovy are leaving. Like this is what we talked about, right, with Groovy. They always move to the better position they possibly can. They move quick, they move fast.
Well, they've got the edge of the zone now, so Secret will have to press into them. So, yeah, Groovy is deciding rather take up in the houses, wait for them to have to come to them. But SSG
Rory and Break went back north, and now the circle shifts south.
They didn't actually leave. It was Mac and Vis that have come all the way north.
Okay, so it was the other.
But now,
two. Okay, now they're going to go back south.
Okay, so for all the times we've seen TSM circle luck be an issue, this is definitely one of those times.
Yeah, we're hedging our bets. It's going to go into. Oh, okay. Whenever you gamble, you can lose.
So for Groovy, they have picked up 1 kill so far, but they've got themselves an excellent spot on land. Kingwin and Ghost as well picking up good spots. This is exactly what we need for both, well, actually what both those teams need, I should say. Ghost and Kingwin both need to have a good game here early in this day to try and stay relevant for that first spot, Kingwin especially. Antis is there as well, though, so it's right now it's a matter of SSG, Sun Sister, and Tainted Minds figuring out that east side of the zone.
Well, Tainted Minds would be very happy to figure this one out, say exactly where they are. They can play the edge. SSG can't really push them. If SST want to, then like there's too many. It's a three-way crossfire. You never want to be involved in. And yeah, okay, yeah. MVP is
still in this game apparently.
Yeah, they're outside the blue, going east and running back in again. And maybe they go all the way around the back of OMG, because it looks like they are going to run the edge of the mountain.
And the circle's starting to constrict, so they're going to have 0 time and space to try and stop and med.
Tainted Minds are under pressure. They're split up with all the hangers. Joshy.
He's got nowhere to hide.
Okay, well, he worked out the vaulting system.
There we go, he did
it. Into the corner and into safety.
So good job for SSG now, still putting pressure on a Tainted Minds, but has not picked them up anything. Still trading. Sun Sister is there.
Well, Vitality are finally coming out of the water by the looks of it with Shiv.
Well, they need to get out early. It looks like FaZe has opted 100% for the water. They had no real options to get into Georgia Pole.
Oh, wait, really? Shiv?
Fishing with dynamite. Will it work?
Fishing with grenades.
Ooh, does some damage to Vegas. Tony V coming up for air. So this is important. When you have a water circle like this, FaZe is good at this as well. They'll come out early and try and hold people out of the water. So you can pick up a ton of kills, which in this environment is going to be very important. But looks like Vitality is going to try and do the same thing for now, but it's only Shiv and Monkey left remaining.
So Team Secret have actually managed to survive. They're pushed around the northwest side of the circle, but MVP, they're the ones who are in more troubles. But they at least have a little bit more of the ridgeline. This is the area, the hill just up next to the hospital that you were talking about. Siege is dead. Like, goodbye, Siege.
I'm not sure if this was a knock from the play zone or if he got shot from somewhere else, but he's dying to the zone.
They had OMG just like firing so many bullets, but judging by his position, it's 010 who gets the kill.
010 probably hit him with a vehicle.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Wow.
That's not what you want to have happen.
No, that's doesn't count for anything. I don't think it counts as kill points. So
yeah, it doesn't. Negative 20.
Negative 20 points.
Yeah, and a potential ban from PUBG for killing teammates.
Well, they must have heard me call them for the Dark Horse candidate to win this game, and they're killing each other out of solidarity.
Well done, Moses. Just like Circle predictions, you're wrecking teams. All right, so
Speaking of which,
Circle, Constrict, how does it push? Who gets the advantage? It is right on top of Ghost, Kingwin. We're headed a little bit southwest. This will force everybody out of the Georgia Pole crate. So finally, SSG, and Tainted Minds will all have to battle, including the northern side of EU, who are coming out of the water now. And Groovy actually having some problems. So do Ghost. Balak actually getting downed and killed by Mixie.
So now I would like to see if Kingwin, I think they're just too tied up to try and reform on the right side of the play zone. If they went to the east there, they would pick up an absolute ton of players coming in. But they're tied up now with Ghost as well as FaZe coming out of the water, who make landfall first. Very smart move by them.
I think for now, Kingwin will just be happy to knock Groovy out if possible, because Groovy, they're the ones that have to push in. They have to push into Entis or into Kingwin, and they're keeping Groovy under attack. Tainted Minds as SST. They just try and push up and take the hill. That's not going to be working for them. That's a very early push.
That was actually a down by SSG, but Tainted Minds wind up stealing a kill there.
Where's that headshot?
Ooh, missing.
Yep. 4 whiffs.
And actually, D-Master went down from SSG as well. So SSG, for all the time they've spent here, have not gained nearly anything for it, and now they're forced to move in the open. D-Master spread from his team, but SSG now being held by Sun Sister. This is where they have so much trouble, is they've moved a little bit too late and are now zoned by Sun Sister.
Tainted Minds about to become the next victim of OMG. They're trying to do the same run that MVP did previously through the open. Like, they can make that compound building, but OMG control the hangars. That's going to be very difficult to run. And now SSG smoke them up. Try and get around, peek the corners. Okay, everyone peeks the same corner, and this allows Crazy Sam to have a great line.
I don't know about this, yeah.
He's guessing in the smoke. Vexel, just revealed himself. for half a second. Crazy.
He's got some pressure on him. They're trying to get as best they can. They've all taken some shots. Wind going dangerously low, but they did not Crazy Sam. This is the seam they need. They're not in yet.
Yeah, that circle's still going to push him in closer.
They're in nade range. They got to be careful. Gabba's already got Vexel.
Benchu just got wiped. That's that OMG defensive position. They just cannot get through. This could actually be the end for Tainted Minds. While up on that hill, they still try and get in. SSG finding Gabba, but they're going to get wiped. That's a great run. Now for SSG, chalking up more kills for him.
So SST played that very well. SSG waited just way too long to get into the zone. I think they had not enough information, not enough confidence to push early. SST gets the zone on them and is rewarded with a full team wipe.
He's in there. They've actually got 4 kills for Tainted Minds already, so if he can just make it and just be that floater. LGD's trying to do the same thing. Like, Simba is still alive in the water on the north side.
He'll likely stay there and he'll try and get out, but now Secret... FaZe has actually moved into the center of the play zone, but is still taking casualties as Yempty goes down to Vard. So Kingwin staying active and using that position to the most of the advantage they can, and they still keep the circle. So now this is a lot of people alive. That's 39 people still alive with this close of a play area. That's
there is such a small error in the water, but you just see this ridge line, like Monkey, Simba, Vegas, and then Tony. They're all sitting on the edge, but only a very small portion of that is actually in. And I don't believe there's a way to jump up from there either.
No,
so they'll die with the circle.
Or be picked up by whomever decided to play gatekeeper on that coastal area. Larson still dealing with Groovy. Groovy has not yet lost a player, only been knocked once or twice.
Well, Break is finally getting something. They're now choking the eastern side, not letting SST come off that hill easily. Mollis is barely clinging to life, but yeah, you know what he wants. He wants to lean over the side and get a couple of kills instead. Smack.
Taking some shots in the back, but they have only lost Rari so far. So they're going to want to try and stay on the interior of these buildings, try and stay out of that withering fire, because there is people in every window now, essentially, as Entis is getting tangled up with MVP and OMG.
Yeah, OMG just tried to get across the road. It is almost suicide. It's the downside about that compound. You need to move. You move through the open as well, so goodbye. Team Secret, I don't know how they get out of this one. Like, on that northern side of the circle, it seems almost impossible to survive. Groovy is still also need to push in. They're right on the edge of the circle. It's not going to help us. Kingwin, they're still so established, finding it another pick-off. This is a fantastic round for Kingwin so far.
This is exactly what they needed. This could be the game where it vaults them into that top 3 position, or even better if they do even more damage. But Entis has now done another kill here. They've finished off 0-10.
Kingwin's building has infestations. It's the Russians on the ground floor.
Gotta watch out for that Russian infestation of the ground floor. That'll get you every time. So Vard looking out, still trying to stay active on Shade. Ooh, here comes that low nade. Oh, no! Run!
Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made, but everything was recovered.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, he needs to go to the Lawn Bowls Club for a little bit more practice.
Good old bars on windows.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
That's I don't know who we're thanking, but
we're thanking the people we hate. All right. So King will still control the building. The circle is coming in. So everyone, Secret actually managed to find a way up. So there is a small little path that they got back up the hill. Not exactly certain where that one was, but they're in.
So now it's a matter of who's going to survive the water. The shots have already started to ring out. Kingwin has a 3v2 situation. Ghost is held nearby as well. This is where Ghost could potentially spoil whatever happens in this building for whoever happens to win, but Kingwin is now trapped on the top floor with Groovy moving around below them.
Now, I'm wondering if Groovy even want to push up for now. Just let them play out. You got 2 teams in there, so...
United could very easily... I don't know if they're going to... They might die on the play zone. I think they're stuck on the cliff.
A wall separates Monkey as well as MPX. Unless MPX... No, he closes the door. All right, Monkey, you stay in your room. You're grounded.
You stay in there.
Papaya's trying to jump over. He's taking blue tick. He needs to get in. There we go.
There we go.
Safety, but maybe not so much safety.
So this new play zone has moved every portion of the... almost every team out
going
except
east.
for Ghost, I believe. No, it's Kingwin. Kingwin still has the play zone. So Kingwin, again, finding themselves in a good spot here, but they are split. Miracu and I believe Larson are stuck still with Groovy.
Yeah, they're on the far west. They'll just have to play it slow from the edge, and then just let everyone else just battle it out.
Oh, they have such a good spot. Gaxi and Vard, I hope they have lots of bullets stocked up, because there is a ton of teams that will be pushing into them. Okay. TSM, FaZe, everybody.
So FaZe actually is in a great position, because they're going to be on the edge. Yep. They can move a little bit late, and there's a wall to play with. TSM are also going to be just on that edge point. So Groovy, yeah, Groovy and Secret are going to become just instant points for him. Ghost, actually,
Taking
goodbye
down
Shade.
Yeah.
Kingwin, maybe they can
That's
finally
good for
clean
Kingwin.
out this building. But OMG and Kingwin are the only two really set up inside the circle, especially OMG in that back building.
Entis is looking to flank, actually going south below.
That won't work. Gaxi. Oh, he only connected on one bullet onto Temeria.
Ooh,
and
the
now gets
follow-up.
knocked. OMG, they're there.
The tap there, that's Gaxi going down. He will have the res available, and this is not a good time to be knocked, as now Larson jumping down behind him. Oh,
surprise!
The pan! Oh my god, it almost saved him, but that's Pisha going down. Shade is down as well, the jumping, and Kingwin eliminating Groovy. That's huge for them.
That really is. McCoy with the AUG, he's been forced up to the roof. He'll have to keep running, as he is well behind everybody else. But Ghost, they're on the back of Kingwin, and now Kingwin in a sandwich.
Kingwin's killing everybody. They took down
another kill over the hill.
McCoy spoiling maybe 2 now, but the zone is pressing. Miracu and Larson are trapped behind. Larson is killed, so that's 2 down.
TSM had that northwest perfectly covered. It is
Vegas.
a slaughter fest. We're down to 6 teams. TSM, they control the north.
That's slow. That's going to be now TSM battling with
actually,
United.
Geis actually gets a knock. Break. He needs repairs. Viz just jumps out. Is he leaving Break alone?
He's got to go back in. He vaults.
But it's not actually that helpful, because now it just means EU finish the job. Viz killed off by Vard. They're still taking more.
That's TSM out.
That is. TSM are out. Down to 5 teams now. As the circle continues to constrict, it's going to push EU guys right into the corner. Are they
he's not
actually
gonna be able to
outside?
escape.
There's a small corner.
Just the window.
Oh,
wow.
that is tight.
Kingwin has 9 total kills, 6 between the last remaining members, Vard and Gaxi. United is essentially trapped. They're going for the res, but it's not going to help them. They're basically going to jump out into either OMG or Kingwin. And it's just Vegas and Geis in the bedroom, holes in their heads.
Yeah, that bed's messy for a very big reason. There's blood all over it.
Oh, my God. So,
all right.
Trading first aids, the resources are down low.
This seems impossible for FaZe, because they have to vault and get shot by Kingwin.
Kingwin's got the best spot. They have the triple-story building in the new play zone. Everyone has to come to them. No one else is in the zone but them. Kingwin in position to win this game.
Yeah, but OMG can still move out. They're 3-man strong on that eastern side. They won't have to worry about much crossfire as they push forward, as Kingwin will be focused on the big battle that was happening between TSM and EU. They know there's still players over at the side.
There's another one. He stole that from OMG. He stole that from OMG. Oh. So that's
more points for Kingwin. OMG's got 5 so far. Looking for the other knock.
Here he comes.
Oh, where's the
Vard
arm shot? Round the corner. Heads.
That's OMG taking down Vegas, but Vard and Vegas have traded. That's Mixie being killed. Now it's FaZe is going to get eliminated here if they're not careful. He's got a vault into the open.
Or does he just try and sustain? Entis is also on the move.
Yeah,
but
he's not going
Lion
for it.
knocking down Sejong, and actually Kingwin, they steal this one too. How many steals have we had? Fuzzface denies his 20 points as the play zone gets points. And Temeria, he's barely in.
Kingwin here still too strong. Gaxi and Vard have taken a couple of shots there.
I thought for a moment then he'll take that opportunity to try and jump over, but he will be okay. I don't think that circle actually pushes him over the wall. So they'll let OMG and Kingwin fight it out. But Kingwin, they own Harry Potter.
So this is the final play zone. There's no other shifts from now. So now it's going to be, that's 6 alive in the final zone from 3 separate teams, not something we see very often.
How do you actually fight this? So you can't deal with the Entis player.
Nope, he's going to hide.
Yeah, and you can't jump over there, because if you do that, maybe you.
Well, I guess this is how you do it. You might bounce it off the wall.
It's the alley-oop.
That might be close enough. Ooh, just barely. Kingwin's just got to be careful with the peaks, I think. Here comes the follow-up nade.
That's a little too low. Vard should be okay for that one, unless he runs into it.
So OMG has limited utility, but Kingwin's getting pressure here. They are not playing shy.
They want to try and find these kills. Losing him to the play zone, that's losing points.
They're putting pressure on the windows and then nading. That one might have landed okay. Yeah,
just on the edge.
So this is good play from OMG. They have great gear. Level 3 max here for Lion. So that's almost the same. Another level 3 helmet here on OMG. So it could be a tale of gear. Looks like Jarong has a level 3 as well. Kingwin has been battling this whole way through. 11 kills for them. It's still going to be a great showing if they can get that second place at minimum.
Vard caught a glimpse for half a second, so at least he knows where one of the OMG players are. So when this circle starts to constrict,
It's a crapshoot there.
Yeah, it seems to be a battle of position, right? Like wherever the circle goes, there's no way Tamario wins. that's not the way this plays out. So it's just OMG and Kingwin. Does it shift one way? Does it shift the other? Who takes the tick damage first?
He's got no boosts, only bandages. This is as much health as he's going to get. So I would imagine the way this plays out is going to be Entis going down to the play zone, and then it's going to be a 3v2 depending on where that asterisk goes. So for those of you who don't know, there's a timer now ticking down. And then once that timer expires, there will be a 15-second clock, and then it'll just be the final play zone. Ooh, that's another tick damage on the Lion.
Yeah, chip damage really helps you when there's no more boosts left. That means Lion will not survive anywhere near as long as everyone else. But then again, Vard doesn't have it, and neither does Galaxy. They're all sitting at 80%.
So depending on where the asterisk lands, there's no boost left for Kingwin either. So this is actually potentially advantage OMG here.
Potentially.
We'll see what happens.
They have the numbers to try and survive at least. So Vard, they're throwing their last smokes down, so maybe it's time for them to jump out. Is Kingwin going to do something about this? Do they take the fight with OMG?
They've been counting. I think the utility's coming out now just to cloud the play zone.
See it should be about 30 seconds, right?
Something like that. Kingwin's now out.
Yep. They're down. So at least they can fight with positioning. They can move around the circle. They couldn't do that when they were inside the building.
Oh, Kingwin actually might get position on OMG. They jumped out of the building. Maybe they don't know that. They're just trying to put as much between them as possible and just bank on where that asterisk is going to land. So now it's going to be all about Kingwin staying flexible. They can't stay in the building, but OMG, they have great gear.
Xiaorong, like, do you... Like, Vard's watching that perfect corner. You know he wants to have a bit of a peek. And at the very end, we've seen gunfights come out when we have this final asterisk circle. And there it is, 15 seconds. The circle, it's northeast. It's right on top of Kingwin. And OMG, they're moving forward. Vard goes back behind the wall. He tries to hold secure as OMG pushing up the right. Galaxy's going to find one. Finishes him off quickly. As Silent, he'll also have to push. Here comes the circle, condensing him in. They might have enough life as Kingwin
there goes
stay
Tamaria.
together, hold together. Yep, we're down to 2, and Silent, they're making a run, but the play zone will finish them off. Kingwin gets 13 kills and first position, playing it patient and getting the final lock with the asterisks.
Amazing game for Kingwin.